Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Shawn, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to upcycle a plain t-shirt. So I'm going to be using this Gildan 100% cotton t-shirt for this tutorial. You can use any t-shirt that you want. If you already have a t-shirt in your closet or whatever, you can use that as well. So I am going to be embroidering on this shirt first, but if you have a t-shirt that you already want to upcycle, then you can skip this step and then get to the part where we're going to start altering our shirt. So I'm gonna go over the supplies that I'm going to be using, and then I'll make sure to link everything in the description box for you as well. So again, any t-shirt of your choice. I do have a rotary cutter, I do have my scissors, chalk pencil, measuring tape, no-show mesh cutaway stabilizer, and I will be using my 8x13 mighty hoop. And we will be embroidering this design on my Ricoma, my 20 needle embroidery machine. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to the hooping station, get this hooped up, get her stitched out, and then we'll start having some fun with upcycling the shirt. So let's do this. All right, so we go ahead, take the bottom of the hoop, get that on there, and put our stabilizer on there next. And I like to make sure my stabilizer is good and tight in here. And then we'll slide our t-shirt on. And then we're going to get it on here, get it all lined up and centered so we have it hooped up perfectly and centered. And you just want to make sure that the crease, or I mean not the crease, the hem here, the stitching is right at the top, and then we're good here. And then we'll just put it on there like that, and then we're ready to head over to the machine and let this stitch out. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide her onto the machine, and I already have my design loaded onto the machine and ready to go. And so I'm gonna go ahead and lock the machine, or lock the design. And then I'm gonna go ahead and first do a area trace. Okay, and let me do a design trace first. I may have to move it over a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna move it over just a little bit, and then I'm gonna do another trace. Perfect. All right. And this design has 15,577 stitches. So let's go ahead. I'm just making sure I have the right color selected. I do. Go ahead, hit start. This is gonna take about 25 minutes. So I'll be back once that finishes. All right, she is all finished. Let's take her off, and turned out cute. So that's how we're looking right now. So let's go ahead and get my mighty hoop off. And get that bottom piece off. All right, and so I'm gonna first clean up the inside, cut down my stabilizer, and then we can have some fun. All right, grab my lighter. And now you can use scissors or your snips or whatever to get these threads, the extra threads that are sticking up. I always just like to use a lighter. And I normally will do this before I cut it down, before I cut my stabilizer down. Making sure I got everything. All right, looks good to me. So let's go ahead and cut this stabilizer off. And on t-shirts, I really love no-show mesh cutaway stabilizer just because it's so lightweight. I got about a few different ideas I want to do with this shirt, but I'm gonna just take it easy today and just do a little bit of upcycling. We won't do too much. But this is something that I do to a lot of my clothes. I've been upcycling my clothes for years, and it never gets old. It never gets boring. Or if you have a shirt that you don't wear anymore, upcycle it. Make it new to you. I'm gonna just get a little bit more here. All right, I am good with that. So we'll go ahead and turn her right side out. And right now, that's how she's looking. Cute, but we gonna make it cuter. So let me get some of this stuff out the way. Actually, I'm not gonna need my tape. So first thing I'm going to do, we're gonna cut the collar off. So I'm gonna grab my scissors and I'm gonna just start by snipping a little bit here on the side, and then I'm gonna just go around and then cut around the collar. And I like to do the front and then I'll cut around the back. I don't like to just cut it all the way through at once. And this does not have to be perfect. The more, you know, kind of jagged edge kind of look, the better. All right, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and cut around the back. All right, so we got that off. We won't need that. And then for me, I know usually where I like to cut mine, so it could be kind of like a off the shoulder type of top. And so I'm gonna take 1.5 inches and I'm gonna grab my chalk pencil and mark it. And I'm starting off of the front. So I'm gonna just grab my tape, I'm gonna mark, actually I'm gonna do 1.25 inches on each side. And I'm gonna just kind of mark where I need to cut it. And then I'm gonna do the same on the other side, just mark it at that 1.5 inch mark. And this way you can wear it off the shoulder on either side. Now, if you just want to cut where you have it off on one side, then you would just adjust more on that one side and you wouldn't have to cut any additional off of the opposite side. All right, So then I'm gonna go ahead and, because I don't want to cut off that back piece, I'm gonna still cut a snip here and then cut around, and then I'll adjust the back. So I'm gonna just snip that and start cutting around. I'm not gonna cut too much, but just enough, again, so it can go off the shoulder. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and trim a little bit of the back. I'm gonna have it a little bit how this is right now. I'm going to have the back part not as low, but I'm gonna cut it down some. So I'll show you that in just a second. And I am eyeballing this. You can use your measuring tape to kind of mark it. And you're taping your chalk to mark it where you want it. And I'm just making sure those ends line up. And right now that's how it's looking, and you do want to stretch that out. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna have some fun with the sleeves. We're gonna kind of alter those. So first I'm gonna just start by cutting off that hem on the sleeve. And I'm gonna do the same on both. And you wanna make sure they're lined up. All right, and then I'm gonna cut some slits in the sleeves as well, and I'm gonna just do that at the top. Now I'm gonna just cut some short slits. If you want them to be longer, you could cut them longer. So the sleeve, I'm gonna just lay it out like this, and then I'm gonna just go like that, like that. So I cut 5. Then I'm gonna do the same over here, kind of lining it up. Again, I'm eyeballing this. You can definitely mark everything if you don't feel too comfortable. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna open that up, and you also want to stretch this as well. And so it'll look like that, and then you just want to stretch it out so it looks like that. Next, all right, so what I'm gonna do next is I want to give it kind of a rounded shape at the bottom. Okay, and so, and then I'm gonna kind of cut it, have it so it kind of slits, has a slit up the side, or cut up the side, and I'm just kind of gonna go around with it. Again, you can use your pencil if you're not comfortable, or your chalk pencil, fabric pencil, whatever it is that you have. If you kind of want to, you know, if you're not comfortable with just cutting up your clothes like I do. So let's see, I'm gonna go about, and again, I'm eyeballing this. I'm gonna go up a little bit higher, and then I'm just going to kind of trace how I want it to be. And you can use your ruler, your measuring tape for this, but I'm not. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my thing. And I'm just kind of looking, watching, following, trying to follow the same as the other side. Okay, so about right there is good. A little bit higher here. All right, so it's definitely not perfect. I could probably go out a little bit more. Okay, that'll work. Again, this is kind of rough, but a rough draft, but that's how I'm doing it. And then I'm gonna just take my scissors and cut around that. I'm gonna make sure to cut just outside that chalk line, so I don't have to worry about going back and erasing it. And now, if you want to stop here, you definitely can. But if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I'm extra. And so I'm going to be extra. All right. And so right now, this is what our shirt is looking like, okay? And what I'm going to do is turn it over to the back. I'm going to use my cutting mat. I'm going to slide that in here. And there is a seam down the back, which is perfect. And so what I'm going to do, take my rotary cutter. Again, you can stop here at this point, but once I get going, I kind of ain't got no brakes. So I'm going to just keep going. And you can mark, you know, some slits if you want to make some cutouts on the back of your shirt. I'm just going to freestyle it like I always do. And so I'm kind of just go across like that. And I'm gonna just do it down the back. And I'm just kind of going off of that first line. It does not have to be perfect. However you want it to look. Yeah, I know a t-shirt hate to see me coming, because once I pull out these scissors and this rotary cutter, it's over. And I'm going to take these pretty much all the way down. But make sure your board is in there, your cutting mat, something in there. Otherwise, you're going to be cutting through your entire shirt. And I'm going to bring my mat down and keep on cutting. And probably get one more in here. All right, and then same thing. We're going to want to first remove the board, and then we're going to stretch these out. And it does not have to be perfect. And this is how the back is looking. Okay. And I'm going to cut some more. So I'm just going to do a few in the front as well. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it on the sides or if I want to also just do it right in the center. Probably just go ahead and keep the theme going and just kind of do it right down the center. All right, let me just kind of line everything up. Okay, And yeah, so I'm just trying to see, do I want to do it on the sides or do I want to do it down the front? Or should I just put like a few cuts here and there? So I'm just seeing here, just kind of imagining it in my head. I think I'm gonna just do it on some on each side. So I'm gonna move my mat over, but I'm not gonna cut on the very end. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of do just a little bit from the edge, maybe about a 1/4 of an inch or so from the edge, and then I'm gonna just do it where down to where it's kind of open at. So I'm gonna start right here. I'll just go right there. Whoa, I almost cut the edge. Okay, and then I'm gonna slide this over to the other side and do the exact same thing. And again, it does not have to be even, just kind of make it however you like, whatever you're feeling. And I'm gonna kind of make sure, I wanna make sure I have it kind of the same length. But again, you don't want to take it all the way to that edge. Taking it about a 1/4 inch maybe away. And we'll do one more. Perfect. All right, then we'll take this out. We're gonna go ahead and stretch that out. Do the same with the other side. And that is how our shirt is looking so far. And I'm liking it. I am liking it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this on and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so this is how the shirt turned out. I love how it turned out. I actually was thinking about doing a few more slits on the side, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, she turned out so cute. And again, you do want to make sure that you stretch everywhere that you cut. Again, if you have a jagged edge, leave it. That's how you want it to look. You want it to have that unique, that different, that rugged, jagged look. So again, this is how she's looking. And if you want to, you know, wear her off the shoulder, I definitely can. But if you have any questions, let me know below in the comments. Also, if you want me to do more videos, upcycling jeans, as well as shirts, sweatshirts, things like that, let me know because I have so many other tutorials I can show you as well. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Y'all know I made her to match my 95s though, right? Okay, but now, thank y'all so much for watching today's tutorial and I will check y'all out in the next video. Bye y'all.